Okay guys, time for an update. This is sort of content. This isn't exactly entirely content. It's not fanfiction. Not quite. But it's an update. I've been doing stuff. I'm not dead. But I haven't been doing stuff that directly relates to my channel, so I figured that I would just come and, I guess, mention it. And also say that I am working on stuff for my channel, so that you know that I am, so that you won't get mad. I really hope that you're subscribed to awesome people, because I'm not awesome, and I want you guys to have awesome content. So yeah, if you're strictly subscribed to me, I will not be offended if you subscribe to some other channels. That's completely allowed. Okay, so it's back during the semester. That's one thing. I have some new equipment, which is good. That is, I'm actually recording with it right now. There's probably a little bit of an echo just because of my recording space, but the sound quality, regardless, should be better. I've got a bare wall behind me and like an arched ceiling above me, which is one of the worst possible conditions if it's a bare wall. So I should hang a towel or a blanket or something eventually, or just record in a closet, as VAs have told me to do. I'm not really a VA. I'm a reader, a little bit. Yeah. So that's one thing. Semester has started. I'm taking 9 credits. That's great. Statistics and all that. Networking. Software engineering. Good stuff. Good classes. 400 level classes. Well, 3 and 400. Good stuff. By the way, if this video totally isn't pertinent to you, you can totally feel free to downrate it or say in the comments, hey, you know what, give me pure content. I don't care about news. I don't care about meta. Go away. And I totally will, and I totally will come back with content. Strictly. I just don't like leaving people hanging, leaving people, is this channel dead? Is it, do I unsubscribe? Do I leave it? What do I do? So, yes, as you may or may not know, I do create Foley, that is sound effects for Pony in a Box Productions, which is, those are the great people who bring you Dr. Who's adventures. And we recently broadcast a crossover with Dr. Who's an assistant. And that was this evening. We just did that a live stream because the guy who runs Celestia Radio, like the main guy or our main contact for that, is actually at a convention right now in Texas, and he's busy. So we just did it over live stream, and it worked, and we had 200 viewers, more than that actually, and it was awesome. Anyway, that's one of the things that I was doing, just doing sound effects, and then other like odd stuff, checking over things, stuff like that. And then also, like I went and saw some family for Labor Day. The other thing that I did over Labor Day was I did a drawing for the very first question that I got for my character on Tumblr, which I was really psyched about because it's been up for a long time. And I've made like 10-ish posts for it and stuff. And so I wanted to do something special. And it was about time that I did another drawing. So I decided to, and so I did. Here it is. This is what it is. I'll post a link to it so that you can like properly see it. But Ireet got asked, hey, tell us about yourself, like slow down. What are your likes and dislikes, blah, blah. So I drew it. It was cool. It was fun. It took, 10 or 12 hours. It was pretty chill. I mean, not even an intense 10 or 12 hours. Just like a chillin' all day, 10 or 12 hours drawing. Chatting a little bit on the side with folks. So now that I've got a little bit of content up and stuff, and I've answered a question, for those of you who don't know about Tumblr, it's a really awesome thing. I'll do this in a minute. I'll do that spiel in a minute. So anyway, I've got there's a Tumblr Pony Wikia entry on me or on Ireet, and so I guess I'll just read it in case you're interested, or in case you're not interested, or in case you don't know what Tumblr is or whatever. Anyway, here we go. askireet is a mixed media in-character ask blog Tumblr featuring animatics, drawn art, photo sets, and audio posts. Still a young blog relative to counts of received questions. Character blog and premise. Ireet is a slightly bookish but passionate creature who is identified as a caprid, or goat, though is perhaps a hybrid. Having just gained access with the recent expansion to the Ponynet, Equinet, the creature seeks an understanding of recent events throughout Equestria along with the network's own implications, having heard mumbles of growing instability deep within the nation's heart. Being located high in the mountains in a relative backwater, it was difficult to confirm or research such things until recently, when network coverage was expanded. Now using it to look for leads, the Chimera tries to reconcile tales of horrible darkness, or grim darkness, with the sugary slices of life which are both openly available for viewing on the Ponynet. Are the more nightmarish tales truth or exaggeration? What is their origin? Why is there such stark contrast among pony stories? Although slightly atypical and normally an insular citizen, Ireet begins suspecting some ponies have lost their objectivity in accepting imbalance in their lives or lifestyles, and the order which Celestia instated generations ago may have begun to slip incrementally without due notice. With mounting worry, thus begins a search, so far only digital, for comfort or for answers, in a world unconfirmed as either steadfast or crumbling. I won't do the actual story section because there's really nothing to it. Anyway, if you're a Tumblr pony, or if you like Tumblr and have a Tumblr, or even if you don't have a Tumblr, you can come and ask questions or stuff. I take anonymous questions and so forth. Basically, for those of you who don't know, I was about to say this, but for those of you who don't know, Tumblr is a really cool place, especially for, pony-related fiction, because a lot of folks will basically post this interactive comic where you can ask questions, and it's a very interesting permutation, sort of on the conventional fourth wall, because instead of you just being behind the fourth wall, you can ask questions, but instead of those questions being posed to, the creator, it's actually posed to the character, or that's how people play it. So if you ask a question and it's clearly directed at the star or one of the characters of a comic, they will answer it in character, and there will be a drawing, and it's really cool. I sort of fell in love with it about however many months ago, September or October was last year in 2011. It's a long time ago. And yeah, that was one of the things that just totally convinced me that the pony fandom is really serious. It's not just some crap bandwagon thing that's really, trendy. It's, I don't know, people's hearts are in it. People's hearts are in it. And as much as you can say that about other fandoms, people don't show it, maybe. It's just not as evident sometimes, if you know where to look, So anyway, it's a cool system. So every day, you can log into your Tumblr, or just check your bookmarks, because you can bookmark a page and view it and just look at the new posts if you want. You don't have to get an account, even though they are free, of course. But you just go and you look at your dashboard, and then you see new content and updates to all of these stories. And then it's really cool because occasionally two of your favorite comics, two of your favorite artists, they'll totally get wise to each other, and then they'll totally have a crossover. And those can be so amazing. And then occasionally, if you run your own Ask blog and stuff, you maybe get some attention, and then you have a crossover with your very favorite artist, and you're totally flattered, and they're totally flattered that you're a fan, and they tell you that your art is good, and you don't know it, or you don't believe it, but your favorite artist told you so now you know it, and now you have self-esteem and stuff. That happens commonly. Maybe not all the time. Maybe not, I don't know, what % of the time, but it happens. And it's a cool, it's a cool system. You get to build all of this headcanon and backstory and stuff, and it just makes sort of the Fim universe so much, it just makes it richer, is all. And it gives you a way to interact with it and generate content, so you're not just a fan who's just consuming this content. And it's really cool. So I'll stop jabbering about that. So that was the the pony related. That was the pony related things to this. Me plugging my Ask blog. What else do I know? So yeah, there was also a short that we posted from PIAB called Cellmates. That was cool. That went up on EQD recently, so if you didn't see it, that is Equestria Daily, of course, EQD. If you didn't see it, I can post a link to that. And then there was this other thing that Crystal posted. This is spoiler. This is non-pony related. I just found it amusing, so I figured we could read through it if you wanted, or I want to. So I'm gonna.